Now, there's a common fallacy when we get to talking about what is a dynamic believer and dynamic walk, the keys of that. There's a common fallacy, even a heresy, that is widespread, that works are a bad thing. Well, that's works, that's bad. To do anything, that's under works. You got to do something under works. There are people who teach hyper grace, that if you're even convicted of sin, that's not of God. Or if you're even someone says, hey, you should be doing this, that's not of God. It's all just grace. You don't do anything. That is not the Bible. Paul, who taught us more about grace than anybody but Messiah, is the one who says, listen, guys, you got to get this together. But so it says, work out your salvation. Why? Or how? It is God at work in you. So you work out what God is working in. Works are part of salvation. The thing is, the key is how you do it. And without works, there's something gigantically wrong. In Ephesians, though, it says, we are his workmanship. So the focus isn't about what I can do for God. The focus is, the real secret is to learn how to become the work of God, how to become the working of God, the action of God. That's the key. That's the secret. To become the work of God, I'm going to work and do the right thing. In the scriptures, it also says we are his fellow laborers, his fellow workers. And the word in Greek is synergos. We get the word synergy from it. It means we are moving in the same energy as God is moving. And so what we do, it's God doing it. So how do you live a dynamic life in God? How do you walk a dynamic? Look at the people in the Bible who are dynamic. I mean, there's a good amount of them, but there's some key ones. Moses was dynamic. David was. Elijah was. Paul was. What do they all have in common? Number one, Moses, David, Elijah, Paul. They all were men of action. All of them. Action. Moses, man of action. David, man of action. Fighter, warrior. Elijah, man of action. And Paul was also a man of action. He was always moving, or most of the time doing and moving through the empire. At the same time, they were also men of prayer and the presence of God. Moses, it says, he talked to God face to face. He just spent time in the sanctuary. He was in God's presence. David is the one who wrote the Psalms and said, oh Lord, deep calls to deep, as a deer pants. He was deep in God's presence, yet a man of action. Elijah, it says he was a man of prayer. And Paul, man of action, was also a man of great prayer. It says he fell into a trance and saw a vision, a man of that. They were all people. On one hand, you've got prayer and the presence of God. On the other hand, you have action in the world. They were active people.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA.